So grade 5 today, we're going to continue our lesson. This lesson is chapter 9, lesson 4, President Washington. Okay. We talked last session how George Washington was held as President of America. Okay. This is during the inauguration, the official ceremony to make someone president. George Washington, after he became president of America, he made the cabinet. The cabinet are a group of people chosen by the president to help him run the executive branch and give him advice. And as I told you before, there are four persons who helped the president run the executive branch. Those are Thomas Jefferson, Alexander Hamilton, Henry Knox, and Edmund Randall. Okay, what our part today was about. Listen, حبايبي. Today, guys, we have two important persons who are main members in the cabinet: Thomas Jefferson and Hamilton. Jefferson and Hamilton. You know that each one of them was the Secretary of State, and one of them was Secretary of Treasury. You know that Thomas Jefferson, as you can see here, Thomas Jefferson was what?
Miss Mayada.
Of State, yes.
Tarahi want to enter the Zoom.
I admit all, just 1 minute. Yes,
مس ميادة
yes, حبيبي, say.
دلوقتي يا مس اسمها احنا
What?
at Monday you didn't check the homework. I sent it to you when I returned back home.
You sent me via email?
Miss Tanahi in the waiting room. أنا دخلت خلاص.
Miss, I sent you my homework by smart school email and normal email.
No. Don't use the smart school because I don't use the smart school. Send it via my email that I wrote in the weekly plan.
I send it to you
at pis.edu.ag. This is my email. So send me the homework on this email, not the smart school. I told you the smart school is not working with me. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. I told you that from the beginning of the term. Yasin said that stop. So guys, I told you that there are two main persons in the cabinet who helped President George Washington. Who are these two persons? Thomas Jefferson and Alexander Hamilton. Okay, Jefferson was the Secretary of the State. Okay, but Hamilton was Secretary of Treasury. Means all the issues regarding money, regarding taxes, regarding trading, all of these issues related to Hamilton. Okay, so now our part today is, or this section today is about the conflict, okay, or the problems between Jefferson and Hamilton. Okay, you know that points of view. Look at these two pictures. Here is your book is writing points of view. Thomas Jefferson and Alexander Hamilton were both in Washington cabinet, right? One of them, Jefferson, was Secretary of State, and Hamilton was Secretary of Treasury. So they argued about the rule of the government in the United States. So each one has a point of view. What this point of view? Look, Habibi, Jefferson wanted the nation economy to help farmers who owned small plots of land. He felt that people should be as free of government control as possible. So his point of view is to help the farmers to get more plot of land and to interest in farming more than industries, for example, more than trading. So he was interested in farming. Okay, but Hamilton, what did he believe? He believed that the nation would be strong if its economy helped large business and trade. Okay, he thought that a strong government was necessary to keep order and make rules about trade. So each one has a point of view. Jefferson thought that America would have a strong economy if we interested in farming. But Hamilton has another point of view that America would have a strong economy and powerful economy if it interested in what? Interested in trading and business. Okay, so Jefferson interested in farming, but Hamilton interested in trading and business. Okay, so let's see here what is the different points of view of Jefferson and Hamilton. The cabinet members, okay, Hamilton and Jefferson, often disagreed. So all the time, each one has a different point of view. How that happened? Hamilton, for example, wanted a strong national government. He wanted America to be strong. How to be strong? He supported trade and manufacturing. Okay, so Hamilton, he has a point of view that America's economy would be strong if we interested in trading and manufacturing. Okay, manufacturing here, building factories and make products and start to sell these products in different countries. Okay, but Jefferson has another point of view. He felt that the government should be limited, okay, should be limited. And he felt that it couldn't take away states' rights, and he supported farming instead of trading. So Jefferson interested in farming, but Hamilton interested in trading and manufacturing. So, you know, guys, that each one, okay, Jefferson and Hamilton, both had followers. Followers means the people who supported them, okay? Those followers formed political parties. What the meaning of political party? Political party, حبايبي, means a group of people share similar ideas about government, okay? What that mean, political party? For example, now in the class, sometimes in the class, one student make a group, okay? All the people, for example, we have Amgad, for example. So Amgad and Uday, we have two students. Amgad make a group, okay, all his friends that supported Amgad, okay, they related to Amgad and they supported Amgad in all his decisions. So Amgad and his close friends made a party. Made a party means made a group. Okay, so if Amgad wanted to make any decision, if Amgad wanted to share any idea, if Amgad wanted anything from the teacher, so Amgad will speak instead of all these friends. Okay, and also in the same time, Uday
He's
has
a
his own
representative.
friends. What?
Representative, like a representative.
Yes,
You're
not
taking
like representatives. They are followers. It's something يعني different than the Congress. No, they are not representatives. No, yeah, Yasin. No, Habibi. Now, yes, listen to me. For example, Uday. Uday has now some ideas, okay, that he wanted to share with his friends. So who supported Uday? We're gonna find many students in the class supported Uday and shared the same ideas with Uday. Okay, for example, that they want they have needs or they have wants. So the students who shared the same idea with Uday, they related to Uday party. So Uday made a group, okay, and Amgad made another group. This group is called party. This group is called party, okay? So we're gonna find in each party, the people of each party shared the same ideas. Okay, they shared the same ideas. So now, for example, we the school declared that they wanted to make a trip, for example. So they asked Uday and they asked Amgad just a minute, which city you wanted to visit. Okay, so Uday and his party, okay, for example, they suggested to go to Alexandria, but Amgad and his party suggested to go Sharm el Sheikh, for example. So now we have two different views, okay, or point of views. We have two different opinions. Uday and his party wanted Alexandria, but Amgad and his party wanted Sharm el-Sheikh, okay? So now each party has a point of view, has a different point of view. Uday and his friends are separate party, and Amgad and his friends are a separate or another separate party. Okay, so I want you to understand that party means a group of people. Party means what? A group of people. Those group of people shared the same idea. So Uday and his party, all the members in Uday party wanted Alexandria. But Amgad and his party, all the group of the party of Amgad party wanted Sharm el-Sheikh. Okay, Habibi? So here is in our lesson, Thomas Jefferson has a political party, okay, and Alexander Hamilton has a different party. Each party has point of view, has the same ideas, okay, about the government. Okay, guys, you understand what the meaning of political party? This is very important, okay? If you have some ideas and your friends or your followers had the same ideas, so now you made a party. So now you made a party. So each one of those secretaries, they formed a political party, a separate political party. Political party means what? Means a group of people shared the same ideas, shared the same ideas. So now people in this party supported Jefferson, forming a party called, they named their party Democratic Rep sorry, Republican Party, okay? And Hamilton and his party, okay, they give the party name the Federalist Party. So now we have two party. One of Jefferson party was called Democratic Party, but Hamilton party was called the Federalist Party, okay? Hamilton and Jefferson all the time give President Washington opposite advice. It means one has a point of view and the other has a different point of view. For example, how Hamilton, for example, okay, wanted, because Hamilton interested in trading and manufacturing, so he wanted President George Washington to start a national bank, to make a bank in America, okay? He believed that. Why he wanted the president to make a bank or to start a bank? He believed that it would make the nation wealthier and stronger. The bank is very important, okay, in any country. So Hamilton suggested to President Washington to start a national bank. But Jefferson refused this idea, okay? He said, no, America doesn't need a bank now, okay? He think that the government didn't have the power to start a bank. So Washington, what did he do? Now Jefferson say to him, don't start a bank, but Hamilton say to him, you had to start a bank because the bank is very important in America's economy, okay? But in this point, George Washington accepted Hamilton's advice and he approved, okay, a law to create a national bank. You know, guys, how the bank is working? You know the idea how any bank is working? Huh?
Mm,
Do you
no.
have any
It takes
idea about
money if you. I
what?
think it takes money. It takes money if your money and it gives back the money.
لا
I
بص
think.
no listen.
قصدي على الوديعة.
Now for example
Yeah,
I'm gonna show you how any bank in America, in Egypt, and anywhere, how the bank is working. Now when the first bank is opened, okay, and now and until now this is the criteria of any bank. Listen, Habibi. Now, for example, Mrs. Mayada have $100,000. Okay, or they have $1 million. Amgad has $3 million. Okay, you can keep, for example, $3 million at your home. If you have $3 million, Amgad, you can keep it at your home.
No,
No, of
the
course, it will be stolen.
Yes, exactly. It will be stolen. That's why you go to the bank to
That's a
save.
safe place to keep your money.
Yes, you go to the bank because it's a safe place to keep your money there. Okay. So now Amgad has $3 million. He went to the national bank in his country and he asked them, I wanted to save my money in your bank. Okay. The bank take Amgad money and made a saving account. The bank made what? Saving account. Saving account. He made an account for Amgad with his name, Amgad account, and put the $3 million of Amgad in the bank. Okay?
It's a private
Yeah.
account for Amgad.
You know, Amgad, what the bank will do with your money?
You will keep it.
It will keep it in a vault, right?
No, بص حبيبي, what the bank will do? The bank will take your money, okay? And then, for example, Shlock went to the bank and say, please, I need you to borrow me money because I wanted, for example, to buy a car and I don't have
Yes.
money. I
was
don't
saying,
wait,
he
wait,
gives
Habib.
loans.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Now, Amgad, you went to the bank and put your money in a saving account, okay? And then you left. Then Shlock went to the bank and then he said to the bank that I wanted to buy a car and I need $2 million to buy a car. For example, he wanted to buy a very expensive car. He need $2 million to buy a car. So the bank say, okay, no problem. We're gonna give you $2 million, okay? This money that the bank will give it to Shlock is called a loan. It's called what?
A loan.
A loan.
It's money
So
that
again, I'm
people
gonna
can
write
give it
for
back.
you. Amgad put $3 million in something called saving account. In something called saving
Saving account.
account. And then when Shlock went to the bank, okay, the bank will give Shlock a loan. The bank will give Shlock a loan. But the bank will give Shlock the loan for free?
No.
No. The
He
bank,
have
They will
to give
take
the
more
money back.
money.
yes,
When
the
he gives it
bank,
back,
yes, exactly.
he'll give more money.
Yes,
Not
he
less.
will give more money. Now, for example, Shlock asked the bank to give him $2 million. So the bank say, okay, we're going to give you this loan, okay, but in one condition, that you will return back, okay, that you will return back the
Money?
$2 million, listen, $3 million. So the bank will take $1 million more, right? The Again,
Yes.
now Shlock took from the bank $2 million, okay? And then the bank accepted, but in one condition, that you, Shlock, will give us the money back, $3 million. You took two, but you will return the two, $3 million. And then
Yes.
Shlock accepted. He said, okay, I'm gonna give you the money back, not $2 million, I'm gonna give you $3 million, okay? Now the
But
bank,
that's not
yes, now the bank, Habibi, had 1 million more, right? That they took from Shlock. You understand this point? When the bank,
Yes.
yes, when the bank gave Shlock $2 million, Shlock returned back the money, not $2 million as he took before. No, he returned the $2 million with $3 million. So now the bank took from Shlock $1 million more, right? What will the
Yes.
bank, yes, what will the bank do with this $1 million extra? This extra $1 million? The bank will give Amgad, he keep and save his money at the bank, will give him $500,000. And the other $500,000, the bank will take it for himself. Okay? So the bank now earn money from Amgad. Amgad first, he go to the bank and keep his money there. I wanted to keep my money at your bank. So the bank accepted. We will keep your money in our bank. And then when Shlock go to take loan from the bank gave Shlock money, but they took from Shlock $1 million more. Okay, this $1 million, the extra $1 million, they divided that $1 million between the bank and between Amgad. So they give Amgad something called interest. Something called what?
Interest.
Interest. Something called?
Interest.
Yes. Interest. They give Amgad something called interest about his money. And they, in the same time, they earned money. So all the parts, now Amgad is satisfied, Shlok is satisfied, and the bank is satisfied. You got the point, guys? You got how the bank is working?
Yes, but they take money like they will start to work, like they will make a factory, something like that.
No.
Like they will do something to
No,
win
they
money
made
and to
benefit.
earn
They
the
made
money.
What?
لا انا قصدي بس اللي بياخد اللون بياخدها عشان يبدأ مشروع، مش عشان
Exactly.
يشتري حاجة.
Yes. He wanted to buy a car. He wanted to start a business. He wanted to buy villa, whatever. Okay. So, but when he returned back the money, he returned back the money with interest. Okay. With more money. For example, he took $1,000. He don't return back $1,000 with some $1,000 as he took before. No, he returned back $1,000, $2,000. So it means that he pay $1,000 more. This $1,000 more, the bank take money for itself, okay, and the half of the money he gave it to the persons who keep their money in saving accounts. They give to them something called interest, okay, more money, that they kept their money there in the bank because the bank used their money. Okay, so how I can use your money for free? No, I don't use your money for free. I give you something called interest, that you keep your money at our bank and we use already your money. That's why we give you monthly interest or yearly interest about your money. So you don't save your money for free. No, you don't save your money for free. For example, now in this case, Amgad saved his money, okay, and every month he took interest about his saving account, okay? He took interest about his saving account. So when Hamilton suggested this idea to build a national bank, okay, in the beginning, Jefferson refused, said, no, we don't need a national bank. But George Washington finally accepted his advice and they established the first national bank in America. Okay? So all the time I told you Hamilton and Jefferson were in conflict. Jefferson wanted farming, Hamilton wanted trading, okay? Jefferson didn't need bank, but Hamilton wanted a bank. So Hamilton and Jefferson were all the time in conflict. You know, there is only one point that both of them compromised on some problems. What this? When Hamilton supported Jefferson on building a new national capital on the Potomac River, okay? This capital is what? The capital, you know, the capital is the city where the government meets. Like here, for example, yes, exactly. So Jefferson and Hamilton, both of them agree to build a new capital, okay? And both of them agree to pay the war debts. Okay, the war debts, you know that debts, we took this word before, it means the money that America took from the other countries.
From all the other countries, they will return it back.
Yes, exactly. So they agreed on only two issues, to build a new capital and to pay the America's debts. Okay, only these two issues that they were agreed on. Yes, exactly. Okay, so they built the new capital of I'm sorry, They built the new capital city, and here is President George Washington. It chose the new capital, okay? And here is Andrew Ellicott and Benjamin Panker, both astronomers, measured the land. And here is we have a French engineer. His name is Pierre Elenfant, designed the city. The building started in 1792, and the city was named Washington, D.C. Why they named the capital Washington, D.C.? Of course, to honor President George Washington, okay? So now, what is the capital of America? Huh?
Washington, D.C.
Washington, D.C. Exactly. Okay. So after 80 years, as President Washington announced his retirement, you know that George Washington became President of America for only 80 years. Okay. And after that, he left his position. Okay. And he, yeah, he left his position. Okay. He retired. Retired means he left his position. Okay. He made a speech to the Americans, and he advised all people to not form a political parties, like Hamilton and Jefferson, right? And also he wanted all Americans, or all the nation, to keep away from wars, okay? So he wanted the nation to stay out of wars between other countries. Britain and France were at war at this time. Britain and France had a war between each other. But Washington refused to take any side. I don't support Britain, I don't support France. Okay? And for many years after that, the nation didn't take a part in any foreign war. Okay? This is what George Washington said, okay, in his farewell speech. First in war, first in peace, and first in the hearts of his countrymen. So this part, guys, about our lesson today, the problems between Hamilton and Jefferson. Jefferson wanted farming, but Hamilton wanted trading. Jefferson didn't want a bank, but Hamilton wanted a bank. Both of them wanted new capital, which was Washington, D.C., and both of them wanted to pay America's debts. Okay, that's it. This is our lesson for today. And I told you how the bank is working. Okay, I told you how any bank is working. That you put your money in a saving account, okay, and then someone else borrows money as a loan, and when he pay back the money, okay, or pay back the loan, the bank take interest that divided between itself and give some of them to the person who put his money in a saving account. That's it. This is how any bank work in America and in any part of the world. Huh? Tell me, guys, there is something you don't understand in this lesson? Grade 5.
No, miss, I understand.
No, thank you.
Sure you don't have a question?
No, I understand.
Yes, sure.
Listen, Habibi, I want to say something that what the meaning of interest, okay? Interest means what people pay to borrow money, okay? Now, when Schlock took a loan from the bank, he give the bank interest. Interest means he pay back money because he borrowed money in the beginning. So interest means what people pay to borrow money, okay? And then the bank took this interest, take part of the interest for itself, and the second part for the ones who had saving accounts, okay? So look, the bank pays interest for the use of the money to each person who had a savings account.
Miss, but how? But why should I take some money? يعني ليه بس يعني اخد فلوس اقل من اللي انا هديهولهم تاني.
Yeah, this is the trick. If you borrow money, for example, if you borrow money from people, you came to me and say, Mrs. Mayada, I want $100. I give you $100, and when you give it to me back, you give me the same money. You give me the $100 that you borrowed from me. But if you borrow money from the bank, no, it's something else. If you borrow or if you take from the bank $100, you pay it back $300, more than the double. This is the criteria of the bank, of any bank in the world, okay? When you took money, you give it back twice or more than twice. Okay, Habibi?
Okay, Miss.
Yes.
Okay.
And this extra money, the bank divided between the bank itself and the person who had saving account, because